Theodore Roosevelt's presidency is important to the history of the United States because he addressed many issues such as labor laws for women and children. But he also improved the United States by setting aside land for forests, projects for flood control, and for national parks. He also helped build the Panama Canal.
Roosevelt took oath to becoming America's 26th president on September 14, 1901, at 42 years old at the Wilcox House in Buffalo, New York. He was vice president to William McKinley until September 6, 1901, when McKinley was assassinated. Roosevelt was, like McKinley in politics, a Republican. Theodore Roosevelt then changed to Progressive Party. He was a conservative by nature.
Roosevelt's first act as president was the day of mourning for McKinley. Following the mourning, Roosevelt invited African-American educator Booker T. Washington to dinner in the White House. Washington was the first black non-slave to dine in the White House. Roosevelt wanted Washington's help in identifying qualified people, both black and white, to hold government posts in the South.
In December, he presented his first annual message to Congress. It was the longest in the history of presidency.
Roosevelt's message tackled many different issues. He thought there should be special laws to protect working women and children. He thought there should be business trust regulations so there was fair competition. He also wanted more land set aside for forests, national parks/bird sanctuaries, and new projects for flood control and irrigation to be started to keep the country strong. Roosevelt also wanted more naval battleships.
Roosevelt thought a canal should be built connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans across the narrow strip of Central America. He knew that the canal would increase American trade and defense interests in the Far East, so in 1903, Roosevelt gave behind-the-scenes support to Panama's rebellion. When Panama quickly gained its independence, the U.S. began work on the canal.
Theodore was re-elected to office on March 4, 1905. He held a peace conference on August 5, 1905. The peace treaty between Japan and Russia was signed in September 1905. Roosevelt became the first president to win the Nobel Peace Prize. When Roosevelt's 4-year term ended, he asked William Howard Taft to run in his place. Roosevelt ended his presidency in September of 1909.
Roosevelt is one of the 4 presidents on Mount Rushmore in Keystone, South Dakota. Roosevelt is on the monument for his great leadership for America during a rapid economic growth and creating a better economic time.
I go daddy, 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 I go.